Good evening, good evening, good evening. Happy weekend. It's your girl KFITNOW here with another one on FaceTime. Hope you guys are all good. Please let me know how everyone's doing tonight. It's good to see everyone who's logged in. If there's anyone logged in with me, that'd be great. But good evening, good evening, good evening. It's Saturday, it's 8 o'clock, and it's one on FaceTime. So before I discuss anything, please, please, please make sure you guys are liking and subscribing to my page. I really appreciate it. I'm so excited to know that I have a new subscriber. So I'm getting my game up. 20 subscriptions. Yay! Super, super excited about that. So tonight, guys, I'm going to talk about mistakes. I definitely want to talk about mistakes. Are mistakes low-key lessons? What do you think about it? Do you think about it? Are you not hard on yourself? Are you hard on yourself and make mistakes? For me, I feel sometimes that I'm really, really hard on myself. So that's what tonight's topic is about. Are mistakes low-key lessons? Low-key as in, are mistakes actually lessons? So that's the conversation for tonight. Good evening, Mr. Negron. How are you? Hope all is well with you. I thank you for taking my phone call. Sorry I interrupted you today when I called you. My apologies, but I did what you said. I just deleted the stream. Good evening, Suds and Satin. How are you? So good to see you. I don't even have wine, but I have something jazzy here. We're gonna roll with that. So good evening, guys. Happy weekend. It's good to see you guys. Thanks for always showing me love, always popping up. Even when it was just me back in the day, I really appreciate all you guys' support. Definitely, definitely do. Tonight's stream is super duper special for me because you guys know I'm an entrepreneur. I'm learning a lot. I'm learning from you guys. I get feedback on social media and everything. And it was really important for me last week to just drop a disclaimer video. And since then, I want to speak briefly why I did that. And just because you just never know what's gonna happen. And had an experience that I didn't want to experience, and it made me feel some way. And I wanted to apologize to a guest. And I had a wine and FaceTime one day, and it didn't go the way it normally goes. And I felt I hurt someone's feelings. So I'll be putting out disclaimers now for all of my videos. I'm gonna probably pre-record one so it goes to every video I make. But the intention of my wine and FaceTime right now and for every one I do is to never hurt anyone's feelings, to never judge anyone, to never pick on anyone, make anyone feel any kind of negative way from me. Wine and FaceTime is always about me expressing my feelings, my emotions, about the things I go through, my experiences, building my platform, doing some type of wellness outside of just physical fitness all the time. So that's always my purpose. And I don't want my purpose to get misled on YouTube or any other platform I'm on because someone may have seen something that they may not forget or that they can't let go. And, I understand mistakes happen, but, I'm really, really hard on myself on mistakes. And something didn't go well. And, I had to put out a disclaimer video pretty much, so I'm definitely looking at it as a learning experience. You're right, Jose. And thank you for being kind and accepting my gratitude and apologies towards you because that's what this is about, honestly. Since, you're here, we can just own up to that. My aunt definitely, was a little bit, under the alcohol and, she definitely said some things and was acting in ways she shouldn't have. And it didn't come out distastefully. And I want to make sure that any other guest who decides to jump on my platform, on any platform I'm in, won't feel any way, be hurt, uncomfortable, feel disrespected, anything negative. Like I never have a negative intent for anything. So that was just really important for me and definitely taking it as a learning experience. And, things happen, but, I can control me and my environment. So wine and FaceTime will continually be in a comfortable setting for me or an environment that I can control. So I won't be doing wine and FaceTime anymore in any other environments that I don't have total control over the environment. So that was lesson number one for me. And I'm definitely learning from that. And lesson number two for me is, I may not be able to have wine and FaceTime with some of my friends or some of my family because they may not be as passionate about wine and FaceTime as I am. I'm very passionate about wine and FaceTime because, again, I'm talking about things I don't understand. I've went through bad experiences, things that stress me, things I don't know, things that bother me. I'm talking about a lot of things. I'm getting feedback from people in real time, whether they're commenting here live in the chat, whether they have my contact number, they're talking to me and calling me outside of, YouTube, or, they're just saying, hey, are you good? So, again, definitely be putting out more disclaimer videos, but as a creator, and, having guests, I guess, there's a lot I still have to learn, as before I start throwing people on my platform. So thank you, Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. You've definitely taught me a lot thus far in my YouTube career, and I really appreciate you. And thank you, Susan Satin. I love your videos. I was watching a few of your videos today, and it was so interesting. All the different things you're doing, just really, really good. So I'm just really, really excited for that. So moving on to the topic. Hopefully everyone has at least a glass of water, a soda, a juice, no, cut soda, cut juice. Hopefully you have a water. If not water, some wine. If not some wine, it's okay to not have anything. You're not pressured to have anything. So let me start saying that too. If you don't have wine for wine and FaceTime, it's not a big deal. If you don't want to drink for wine and FaceTime, there's not a big deal. If you want to just sit here, come, listen, and comment, you can definitely do that. But for me, something I want to do. Yes, I definitely noticed you do that disclaimer, Jose, because I watched a lot of your videos. I just saw your video yesterday, I think, on who is Morena Reyes or something like that. And it was a pretty lengthy video. I got to definitely get into some more videos I have to catch up with. But, definitely, taking advice from you, seeing what you do as well, like says in Satin. I'm definitely picking up little jewels here and there. And, definitely putting more thought and direction. So what I want my YouTube to present and what I want viewers to get from me when they're watching my YouTube channel. So definitely taking these lessons. I'm just hard on myself. I'm an overthinker. I'm very passionate about things that I do. I'm very shy. Believe it or not, I'm really a shy person. I used to be a very passive, aggressive person. So these things hit me kind of hard. Despite people say it's okay, it's just an experience, it just happens. It kind of hits me a certain kind of way. I really can't lie. It really does. So at the end of the day, thank you, for your grace. I gotta have grace with myself as well. And I gotta just be more mindful of my surroundings and the decisions I'm making, which leads me to tonight's topic. Are mistakes low-key lessons? So many people have spoken to me in the past as I've been a co-host with my father, Sir Charles Carey, on Facebook for a theme show we have called What is Your Come Up Story? We interview entrepreneurs, people who've made it successful, and when they speak, they're pretty much teaching us something, learning something, they're telling us the ups, the downs, the roads to passage, what they went through, the sacrifices. They're putting it all out there for us on the platform, and we give them grace and we thank them because at the end of the day, they're showing with our viewers that if they can do it, you can do it. I'm gonna just read some comments. I have some comments in my broadcast right now. So Sutton and I see you says, yes, I was definitely tuned in last week, but I stayed quiet because I was feeling really uncomfortable for you. I kept saying, Cashel, please just log off. Thank you. I definitely wanted to, but I didn't want to, and it was a lesson, and it really bothered me. And I wish I just would have not had the stream or just, rescheduled the stream. It says, I know you were trying to maintain your professionalism while staying respectful for your aunt at the same time. And I know that must have been hard. Yes, it definitely was hard because she definitely didn't check in and remember or acknowledge it the way I did. So that was a tough conversation. So yeah, I should have logged off, and I was really, really hard on myself for not logging off. I was really, really hard on myself for mixing business with pleasure. I was really, really hard on myself for wanting to respect my aunt and not disrespect her in her house. I was really, really hard on, how I handled the whole thing. I was really, really hard on myself about the decision of just going to see her and knowing how she looked when I was, when I initially met her that morning. And I'm just really, really am still kind of bothered that I even went through with it. And it's a lesson, and it was a big mistake. And I wish she can come to terms with knowing her role in that and, really honestly honor that. But I don't know if I'm going to get that, and I may not get that. And again, that may be another lesson, which is why I'm going to do this stream right now. I cannot control people around me. I can only control myself. And I respect her a great deal. And it hurts. It's sad. Even sadder for my guest who I have a great relationship with outside of YouTube, who's here in the chat with you right now. Mr. Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron was that panel guest for me. And I work with Jose on different platforms outside of YouTube. We're working a union together. We've been at many committee meetings together on Zoom, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So, at the end of the day, it was a really big lesson. And, I didn't get the response I wanted from her afterwards, but you know what? Life is life. I just learned a really, really big lesson. Yeah, Jose's comment is some people cannot accept when they are wrong. Yeah, I definitely learned that too. I definitely couldn't, understand like why that would happen to me, knowing, days in advance, I was, coming to be with them to do that. And they were giving me, all this motivation to come and support me, and it just didn't show out that way on her end for me in my eyes. And I don't even know if she's even seen the stream yet. That's the crazy part. Like I have no idea if she actually seen the stream to see how she's looked on the stream. And I left it out there publicly because you know what? Maybe she needs to see the stream for herself. Maybe she needs to see just how it was. Maybe she needs to see and not have someone tell her why you did that to your niece. What was wrong with you? But yeah, such and such. And I felt some way. And Jose, I was really, really in my head about how you felt about me after that. So again, that's why I did that disclaimer. And that is why I'm here saying today, are mistakes low-key lessons? And yes, they are. They're definitely low-key lessons. They're low-key lessons for several reasons, because sometimes we get comfortable around family and friends, people that know us, they raised us, they know our mother and father, sisters, brothers, aunts, uncles, whatever the case is. They knew us before we were married with children, or graduated high school, or they're friends of a friends of a friend, or they know your parents, or someone knows someone, and you feel obligated to act a certain way or put a certain hat on around that person. So yeah, I'm to the point where I can only protect me and respect me and my environment, and how I can control myself. I cannot control anyone else, no matter how much I'm wishing it, manifesting it. I can't control anyone but me. I'm speaking a little bit loudly right now because my daughter's in the room and it's kind of loud. She's playing the game, and there's TV in the room, so I'm speaking a little bit loudly so you guys can hear me. Just because I don't want you guys to automatically pick up the entire background noise. But I live in the hood, so these walls are pretty thin. But what do you guys do? You make mistakes that you feel are detrimental, that you feel like they're gonna linger in your brain and your mind. What do you do to get over it? How do you get over it? Do you take it as I'm talking about a lesson? For me, it's been about a week. It was last Saturday that this happened. This is this Saturday, so it's been a whole week, and I've definitely de-escalated. I've calmed down a little bit. I've come to terms with, I can't do much, but protect and do me. Yes, making a Jose's comment in the chat right now is making a bad decision is not a bad thing if you can learn from them. Very true. Sometimes people make the same mistake over and over and over again, the same bad decision over and over and over again, so definitely that really is respectful and honest and, true to the point, making a bad decision is not a bad thing if you can learn from it. So if you're not learning from it, you're just making a bad decision just for the hell of it, like you're really wasting a whole lot of energy in the wrong direction for whatever it is that mistake you're constantly making, so that may not be the best thing for you. You may need some guidance, you may need some support, you may need a friend to put a bug in your ear, or someone to give you a call, or may need to take some relaxation time to have you time to come back to surface, to not being so hard on yourself and stuff like that. But I feel like I want to take a sip now because I've been yapping a little bit. Also, I'm really excited. I got new subscribers. So I have 20 subscribers now. People are showing me my little flowers. Thank you for my 20 subscriptions. Wanted to put that out there. I got 20 subscribers. So I'm talking a lot about please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. And people are actually doing that for me. So thank you guys. Thank you to all the new people who are viewing. Thank you for everyone who's not even liking. Thank you for visiting. I don't even care. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Nice. I normally talk to my dad about stuff, but Jose has a comment in the chat. He goes, I have posted a question, how do you guys deal with your bad mistakes or decisions? And Jose says, sometimes I will talk with one creator who I trust regarding mistakes I have made. Pretty good. For me, I talk to my dad, my therapist, those are my people I talk to, I'm supposed to be doing a lot of journaling. I'm not journaling as much as I should, but life has just been so much. Susan Satin has just put a comment in the chat. She says, I've learned to try and find a lesson in all bad situations. That's all we can possibly do. We can't change what happened. We can at least learn from the situation. Absolutely. Those are great things. I'm going to definitely take some notes on these things, because beating myself up about it, being mad for 6 whole days or 5 whole days doesn't make the situation change. Reality is what reality is. So being in a negative sway view of it doesn't make it any better. Just dwelling on it forever doesn't make it any better. Beating yourself up about it doesn't make it any better. So I like those responses. Jose says, he speaks to one creator about his mistakes. Doesn't Satin says, she just, does the best she can positively. You can't change what's gonna happen, and you just learn from the situation. So those are all definitely on point comments. Those are definitely things I was gonna pretty much put out in the broadcast and say, like, how do you guys feel about that? And definitely, take my own advice and take some of yours advice as well, because I get into these moments where it could be like weeks that I'm in a mood or in a funk, and it's for no reason. It is always because of something that's happened to me sometimes, and I can't shake it off sometimes. Definitely. Jose has posted a comment in the chat. He says, "There's times we face situations where are beyond our control." Very true. I'm learning that as well too, though. So, like for example, let me take it back to last week. I had control to not go. I could have just said, nope, I'm going to stay right here. This is important to me. I'm going to do it here because this is where I'm comfortable. I don't know about all the technicality, things that can go wrong if I do it somewhere else, but sometimes it's a situation that's just not even that you can put yourself out of it, but it's just a dynamic that's going to just pop at any point because it's just been brewing for too long, but sometimes, things happen and we can't run away from it sometimes. Sometimes we can't get out of the situation. We're in it. And then it's like, okay, how do you handle yourself while in the situation? And for me, what was challenging was I was freaking out on the inside last week, like freaking in. Oh my gosh, like just freaking out, like I wanted to just die, freaking out. And I'm like, how do I do this? What do I do? What do I not do? Like, but definitely a lesson. These 7 days since Saturday has definitely let it marinate in my brain enough to just, think of all the pros and cons of any situation I get myself into, period, point blank, end of discussion. So I wanted to actually do this stream outside today, but it's a little bit dark now. So obviously that's not gonna happen. But I'm reading a comment in the chat, another one from Jose Negron. He says, I just own up and I own up and I did what I could do. And he says, the last couple of streams I had on my platform, my Wi-Fi was not working well. Reading comments from the chat, guys. If you're looking in real time or you're watching the replay, this is just me, making sure I'm looking at the chat and commenting to the chat and speaking on topic as well. Such Sad says, you also had control to stop the stream, but you chose to try and go with it. I don't think you would do that again because you said you were freaking out. You don't want to do that again. Absolutely. For sure. Jose says was not working well. Jose, yes, I've definitely caught a few of your YouTube streams where you had guests you were interviewing on your platform, and for some reason the Wi-Fi just wasn't cooperating the best it should be, and there was a lot of kicking out. So I think you handled it very well. Your humor made it seem more playful than anything. And yeah, I know to never do that again, such and such. And whether it's my mama house, my daddy house, my uncle house, my auntie house, no. It's either I'm gonna do the wine and FaceTime at 8 o'clock or I'm not. Period. So definitely. So, that same lesson applies in life too, outside of that situation, at work, with relationships, with children. When you make these mistakes, you got to definitely find out the best way to not keep repeating the same mistake and learning from it. Because if not, you're just bumping heads, like you're not getting any progress, So these are all really, really life lessons. And I'm happy to have a life coach to explain and help me get out my head about certain things. So as I said, thank you so much for commenting in the chat. I really appreciate it. I was on your YouTube channel today, and you're definitely hitting home runs right now with these comments. Exactly. You want to protect your brand as well, and everyone has to respect that. Absolutely. I'm definitely learning in this journey that not everyone will respect my brand. Not everyone cares about what I'm doing. Not everyone who I feel should support me is going to support me. Not everyone is going to give me money. Not everyone's going to reshare my posts. Not everyone's going to tell me good job. Not everyone's going to tell me, keep up the good work. People are not going to motivate me the entire way. If I'm doing good, if I'm doing bad, people may not even give me the kudo points or put me to the side and say, you should have did this different. Some people will. You guys are, but you guys don't represent all the people, that I network with or I know in real time. But it's crazy. Right. My aunt definitely knows a lot about my panel. She's definitely been supportive out of my entire fitness journey. So she was very well aware days before about the topic, the discussion, what I wanted to talk about, who, she was very, very well aware. I didn't just pop up with my stuff and just say, hey, let me use your space. She offered me money to get to her house, to get back. She bought my wine bottle that day. She planned to cook for me. So this was planned out, almost weeks in advance. But I just understand some people don't care. Period. She loves me as her niece, but she may not be as passionate as I am about everything I'm doing. She may feel like the best way she can show me love is by, having me in her presence. She may not know any other way or just for me to talk to her, but I don't want to make the whole stream about her because it's really not about her. It's really about the lesson I learned. And, I'll get over it, and I'm pretty sure we all said, you ain't going to do that again. Right, although they may not care something, they should respect it, but to understand that she doesn't remember what she said, if she saw the stream or not, it's just like it puts me in a whole uncomfortable space. Like you didn't see the stream, you didn't watch it, you don't remember anything. It just puts me in a bad space when even thinking about the situation, because I did the best I could, I had a phone call with her the next day to ask her why she did what she did, and she said she didn't remember anything. Nothing. She just apologized to me for whatever and said, thank you for giving me grace and, checking in. Oh, thanks, Lexan. I appreciate that. For sure. That's definitely true too. Not just for her specifically, but in general. People in general. If they don't like it, they should respect it. The same way we give someone respect at work or in the train station or in a restaurant, on a movie theater. You let someone open the door for you, say thank you, or respect. Period. Blatantly, it should just be that, and that's that. It shouldn't even have to be spelled out to the point where people just like, oh, well, I didn't know because you didn't say anything. Like, come on now, let's be adults now. Let's be adults here. Let's not be stupid here, But very, very valuable lesson. So, to answer my own question today, hell yeah, mistakes are low key freaking lessons because had that not happened, I probably would be there again or be somewhere else and not really envision and embrace the fact that, everyone doesn't feel the way I feel about my platform, my stream, and what I'm doing. Everyone doesn't, and I have to make sure I'm surrounding myself constantly with people that have that respect for me, that do care, that do value, that do respect, that do want to be a part, that are interested, that, are intrigued. And if not, I have to remind myself when and when out to, be around those people. Yeah, I'm definitely moving on with it, Jose, but I definitely wanted to do this stream because of that, because, sometimes we don't learn from our mistakes. Sometimes we make the same mistakes over and over and over again, and we get bad on ourselves like, why does this keep happening? Why does it keep happening? So yeah, I'm definitely over it, but definitely want to do this topic because it just makes sense to me, because sometimes we don't realize the mistakes because of who the person is. It's a loved one, it's a mother, it's a father, it's a husband, it's a wife, it's a child, it's an auntie, it's an uncle, and we try to be easy on it, and we try not to really stress out too much about it because of who they are or how they show up in our life, even though it can be damaging to us. And I kind of felt that's how that was, and just reading the comments here in the stream tonight from you, Suds and Satin, and you, Jose Negron, just lets me know that I did the wrong thing and I should have did a different thing. And I definitely knew that afterwards I should have done a different thing. And I beat myself about it already, enough, and I'm moving on with it. It just sucks that it happened from someone so close to me, someone that I value, someone that I appreciate, so much, someone that I respect, someone that I put on such a high pedestal. She was my go-to person for everything. Problems, issue, mommy problems, daddy problems, family problems, relationship problems. She was my everything. And I kind of feel like I'm gonna have to slide back in some areas, because her mental health is more important than what I'm looking for in her right now. And she needs to, address that versus me wanting her to be everything I need her to be in a person. So yeah. And you're right, it's always the people closest to us, definitely all the time, which makes us our own worst critics because we try to kill ourselves and we try to go so hard because the people closest to us give us such the hardest criticism. We hardly get our flowers, even when we're doing things great. The people closest to you, you think they're going to support you the entire fucking ride sometimes. And sometimes they show up at the last inning of the fucking ride, you know? But those are stakeholders. Stakeholders are positive and negative people in your life that can help you be better at what you do because they're going to always point out everything you're doing wrong. They're going to never congratulate when you're doing things right. And they're going to always be looking at you like, you ain't all that. Who you think you is. But the people you don't know, the people that's not in your phone book, the people that don't follow you on social media, those people come up, show love. They spend money on your brand, your products, your services. They'll follow you quicker than a best friend would. That's just how it works. But I also think that, when you surround yourself around positive people that are doing things, you'll get more of that love and that support. I don't want to come off extremely negative. You definitely have to network. You definitely have to find those like minds. You have to find those people that, are passionate about things you're passionate about, that want to grow, that want to learn, that want to achieve, that want to build, that, want to connect. You got to put yourself in those environments, because if not, you're going to be really hustling hard. And it's very achievable. You can do it without the support. But with social media in 2020, Clubhouse, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all these platforms, all this information via YouTube and live streams and posts, it's so easy to find someone to network with, to learn and build and brand. But not everyone wants to get it for free. Some people are going to charge you so much money, it's just ridiculous. So how you get the information is how you get it. We're all trying to find out the best way to get it. Some of us learn from each other. Some of us are spending money on coaches. Some of us are spending money on programs and tutorials that can teach us how to be YouTube creators or fitness trainers, or anything else you want to think about, entrepreneurs in any way. There's all these apps and platforms now where people can teach you how to be a better you. It's just crazy. Yeah, I'm definitely, I'm seeing a lot of people that don't support me, and I'm seeing a lot of people who do support me, and the people that do support me, the people that I don't really have solid relationships with. It's people I actually met, through life, which is crazy. Like I met you two both through life. I met Jose Negron in my union. I met Suds and Satin at a pop-up shop in Brooklyn for Voodoo Fate Art Gallery Lounge in Brooklyn, New York during the pandemic. Jose, I met you working as a city worker. I'm a union rep, like you're a union rep. So it's not the mother, father, sister, brother, cousin. Like I actually, to be very transparent, I don't think many people from both sides of my family follow me on anything I do. But they see what I'm doing, but they're not following me. They're not paying attention, and it's all good. I'm not doing it for them. It's for me. So, yes, if anyone takes anything away from what I'm talking about tonight, yes, I've acknowledged, and I think we all acknowledge that mistakes are low key lessons, because they hinder us, they'll dwell on us if we don't do anything about them. And we realize if we don't do anything about them, they keep coming back full circle time and time and time and time again, to the point where we feel like, why am I in this situation all the time? Why do I constantly feel like, I'm always having to do this, or I'm always having the same problem with this kind of person, because we haven't learned from those mistakes. So yes, mistakes are low key lessons. Although we don't want to have mistakes, we want to be perfect. We want to get it the first time all the time. We don't want to have to try again and again and again and again. We don't always look at failure as a part of the process. We want to get it right the first time. For me, I always want to get everything right the first time, from followers on platforms to getting my body the way I wanted with diet and nutrition, from being an entrepreneur, from having products and services and selling them on websites and having a website. And I wanted to be perfect with all of those things, and all those things came with so many challenges that everyone told me they would come with, and I did expect, because it's a lot owning your own business, doing your website, doing the newsletters, doing the emails, worrying about your prices, worrying about your platforms, how they look professionally, your photos, your pictures, your bios, your subscriptions, how you post, what kind of content you post, how many days this week do you post, are your posts informative, are they catchy by the eye? Are they marketable posts? Do you have a brand ambassador? Are you doing it by yourself? Do you have an LLC? Are you just an entrepreneur? Like it's so much that goes into it all. It's like, I get it. No one's getting it right the first time. Sometimes it takes the second or third or fourth time. Most of my life mistakes, same thing too. It may take a few times to get that thing right, but sometimes you just realize it's my environment, it's my circle. It's, me not taking the initiative to meet new people, or, have different surroundings or settings or environments. It could be that too, so definitely want to say low key mistakes are definitely lessons, because this is something that I'll never do again. I'll never be at anyone's house doing a wine and FaceTime again in my life. I may be in a hotel, I may be outside in a park, but not anyone's house, and I'm definitely make sure I get that disclaimer video on all of my pages for everything I'm doing. I think I definitely did that too as well. But shout out to my hair, I got my hair done today. I've been washed it. I literally got it done today, like hours ago. It's not dry. I had a scarf on today, but I'm like, okay, I don't want to have a scarf on a wine and face. I'm look all hood. bad if I just had like a hood like experience on social media. So let me take the scarf off. But yeah, so my locks are growing and such and such. And I realized I like your locks. You got the blonde in it. Did you do your own blonde? I actually made an appointment to get my whole head dyed. I'm gonna go blonde, girl. Blonde, blonde, blonde. I'm kind of scared though because you know, I, I don't know what I don't know, and I haven't had my locks dyed yet. I had my perm hair dyed before, so I feel like my hair is strong and everything like that. So I don't know if I should do like the whole head. Should I do streaks? Should I do individuals, half, tips? I don't know, but I definitely want to do a color right now. I have a comment in the chat from Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. He has, I am fortunate that I have a core group of supporters who have helped me with my platform. You know what? You really are lucky, Jose, because we all don't have that. So shout out to you and thank you for being my support, whether you realize you are or not. Thank you for that. And Southern Satin, you says, yes, I do everything myself. I even shave the side myself. I saw your head shave. I think when you was on the Atlanta radio thing and the Atlanta radio station, I think 92.3, and I think a few of your YouTube channel videos where you were making like a few of the different soaps. I thought your head was shaved, but like you never really did this for a long enough period of time for me to really get the close view of it or not. So I'm like, did she shave her head? It like her head is shaved, but you always have your locks are always like so you have like the body wave that like that like that definition that it's it covers that side of your head. So I wasn't really sure. But go ahead, girl, you adventurous. I ain't about to dye my own hair though. I'm not gonna do it. Another comment from Jose Negron on Comment Sense with Jose Negron. As long as you're happy with yourself, that is important. Yes, I'm happy about and passionate about everything I'm doing. I just found out that my union is gonna allow me to be a key speaker for Women's History Month, for the Women's Committee, and I'm just like, me, Women's History Month, me. But I'm so freaking excited about it. It'll be April 28th, I think, 2022. That's a Thursday. And I get a whole hour to be a key speaker on women's history or on the women's committee about Women's History Month. It was supposed to happen on Thursday for my health and wellness committee. I'm a co-chair with my union for the health and wellness committee. But whoever organized the health and wellness committee for some reason put the Zoom link up for April versus March. So there was no time to promote me as the key speaker. There was no time to share the link with everyone for them to know to not log into the April Zoom, but the March Zoom. So it definitely didn't work out. But I guess that was God's way of saying, that gives you time to get your PowerPoints together. You hit all the points about, why you became KFIT, who is KFIT, where did KFIT come from, what's the future for KFIT. So I guess that worked out in that way. And I didn't get too frustrated with myself or upset, because I'm like, I was already rushing my PowerPoint, what I wanted to talk about and who I wanted to thank and all that other stuff. So that's definitely something I want to try to see if I can get some live footage from my union on that I can share on my social media platform. I'm pretty sure they'll give it to me. But it's going to be a Zoom meeting. So I'll definitely invite you guys, Southern Sign on Common Sense with Jose Negron. Jose, you'll probably know about it because we're in the union together, so you'll probably hear about it. And I'm like so honored. I'm like, little 39-year-old me, Women's History Committee. Oh, so freaking hype about that. So I'm like, all right, cool. Whether they pay me money or whether they give me a letter of reference or a letter of recommendation, these are the kind of things I need as an entrepreneur and as a speaker, although I'm not trying to be a motivational speaker, but I do speak about why I get fit and all the things you got to do to people. So I guess, I will be speaking more often, because of the line of business in the industry I am. I will be speaking to more people on larger platforms. But these are just about the kind of things I want to do. Just like when I met Suds and Satin at the vending opportunity, I was really excited because it was like one of my first few gigs as a vendor. I didn't really know what like table I need, what kind of table shirt I need, what kind of props I needed. I just knew to bring all my stuff and tell people my prices were and how to find me on social media, So I know a lot more now than I did then. And, I'm going to continue to learn like the rest of us. So I have a comment in the chat from Jose Negron. He says, I plan to have an all-female panel to discuss positive femininity, and I would like you to join the panel with my platform. Of course I will, Jose. I would love to join the platform for sure. Around 9 o'clock, I'm only putting my kids to sleep, though, so it may be a portion of the panel where I may have to have my camera off, but I would love to. Love to be on the panel. I was so nervous on your panel, and I was excited to be there because, of course, I don't know all your friends and your people that you associate with on YouTube, but everyone was just really gracious and nice and warm, and they welcomed me. They made me feel so comfortable on your platform. So definitely count me in. Send me the link. Um, Definitely would love to hear about the things you're going to discuss for that. But Suds and Satin, I'm not sure if you met on Conversations with Jose Negron, but he has a great channel on YouTube where he talks about all type of political and social and economic views. He has panel guests. Please check him out if you can sometime. And Jose, please check out Suds and Satin sometime. She's an entrepreneur. She makes all kinds of loaves, bath bombs, soaps, butters, creams that smell really nice, all kind of natural ingredients. So I think you guys would appreciate taking a look at each other's platforms and channels just to see if there's anything you guys may be interested with each other. And if you don't have the time to do that, I'm pretty sure at some point that will happen. So time for a sip. Haven't even had my dinner yet, but I definitely made some tilapia. I have some fried tilapia. I have some yellow rice and I have some string beans. So that's dinner for me. Yes. Her YouTube channel, Jose, is Suds and Satin. I don't have a lot of YouTube subscriptions or followers, but I'm gonna type her YouTube name, channel name, sorry, in the chat. She has a very large subscription of followers as well, and I always tell her I admire that. I'm sorry, Suds and Satin. Suds and Satin. Jose Negron works with me in New York City. We're both city workers for different city agencies. So I just gave him your YouTube channel. Please take a look at his channel whenever you have some downtime. He has some really great topics. He's allowed me to be a panel guest on his one of his streams called dealing with toxic femininity, and it was so good. Oh man, it was so good. We know how these women be nowadays. Some of them, not all, but I definitely think you will find some of his videos intriguing. But you know what, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up soon. I don't really have much more to say. I just wanted to touch base on this topic tonight because I felt it was really important and it kind of went into play with. I mean, I get what you're saying. You've been on YouTube for 9 years. So from 9 years, you should have a larger subscription. But I've been on YouTube since 2015 as well. And I wasn't doing videos since 2015 on YouTube, but I was doing videos and you got a lot of followers, girl, but I get it. You should have more if it's been 9 years, because you could probably have that amount each year. If you had at least that amount, 934 each year, you probably have a K behind your followers already. So I definitely get it. It definitely makes sense. But girl, use your platforms. Girl, post your stuff on your platforms. Like your videos are so interesting. I was actually telling my oldest daughter about you. My oldest daughter has lupus and she is thinking about coming out with a skincare line. And I was actually I actually sent her today your YouTube channel and I told her to really, yeah, it's really hard, for YouTube to get monetized. It's really, really hard, like I swear it's almost like you got to be ratchet to get, that. And I know that's not true. There's a lot of influencers and creators that are posting positive things like how to hook up your house, how to paint your house, how to, turn your old dollars into riches, and how to like reupholster your couch, or how to do your own paint job. Like there's so many informative videos on YouTube where people have large subscriptions and they are monetized. And I don't know how they do it. I really don't. I have a follower. Her name is Naughty K. She's a lock person on YouTube, and she has a vlog channel on YouTube, and she has a large subscription too, like a few thousand. And she said the same exact thing you said. She said, as long as I've been on YouTube, I should have millions of subscriptions right now, not thousands. And she even told me that YouTube sent her a email when they noticed she was inactive for a while after getting to the couple thousand mark of followers. They would email her and tell her, hey, we haven't seen you posting recently. Just be mindful to stay monetized. You got to post this amount of videos, or this amount of videos with this length, or a certain amount of videos per month to stay in this program. And if not, you fall out of it. So she was like, I didn't even know YouTube was that serious with it. I'm like, yeah, girl, these videos that got 13,000, 14,000, if they see you just not active, I guess they're like, hey, we're going to take back our money. But her name is Nadi K. Check her out as well. She's just so much. She lives in Florida. She's an entrepreneur. Well, she doesn't call herself an entrepreneur. She says she has a full-time job, but she has a large following, a couple thousand followers on YouTube, and she has different playlists. She has a vlog channel. She has a family channel. She shows everything her family does, even her giving birth to her children. Then she has a channel all about her lock journey. Then she has another channel about her actually moving out of her house and buying land and property, living in an RV, and how that whole experience goes. And it's really, really interesting. Her name is Notty K. It's KNOTTYKAY. So I definitely have some more comments in the chat. It says from Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron, sometimes it takes times to gain subs. Absolutely. I know when I first jumped on YouTube in 2015, I wasn't posting any videos at all to YouTube. I was using YouTube as a platform to play music while I clean my house, or play music if I had company, or play music while I'm cooking. I didn't use YouTube to share my journey, not my makeup journey, not my hair journey, not my fitness journey, not wanting FaceTime, because I didn't have. While I had these journeys, then I was just basically exclusively on Facebook and Instagram. I wasn't using any other platform. I didn't see the purpose of YouTube for me at that time, but I did have an account, but I had never posted anything. I didn't start really posting heavy on YouTube until, I'll say, 2019, 2020. Really, when I actually took the time to get an icon picture and put a bio up and connect my website and make a playlist and make cards and organize the videos. Like, that didn't happen for me. Although I had YouTube since 2015, I didn't get into it seriously until 2019, 2000. I'm gonna say 2020, during the pandemic, because during the pandemic, we were home. We were home working remotely before they pushed the vaccine on us and shit like that. And that was when everything popped. My yoga suits popped, my headbands popped, my website popped, my like everything popped. I started getting vending opportunities. I started getting opportunities, to do workouts with clients, to do meal plans. Like, all of that started popping out of nowhere. But it had a point where it was quiet. But then it was popping, So I'm like, you know what? Let me make a YouTube page to do something different outside of fitness, nutrition, exercise. Let me do something totally different. And that's how the YouTube page actually came upon. I wanted to show something different on YouTube and have a reason for my followers on Instagram to go to YouTube, because if I'm asking my followers to go to my website, go to my Facebook, go to my Instagram, go to my TikTok, go to my this, go to my that. What am I sending all my followers to all these platforms for? What do I want them to see? It needs to be something different that they're not seeing on all the other platforms. So that's how Wine and FaceTime, actually became the theme for my YouTube as well, and the lock journey too, because Wine and FaceTime is about wellness. On Wine and FaceTime, I'm talking about things that affect us mentally, emotionally, sometimes physically, sometimes spiritually, and that has nothing to do with diet and exercise necessarily. It's about what I'm feeling or what I'm going through, so that's more of wellness. So I can take that from Instagram and bring it to YouTube, where I have more time to go live. I don't got to worry about the filters and the edits and all of the music stuff, and I don't got to worry about those things, and I get a chance to show different varieties of me. I'm showing people that, hey, I like plants. I buy dirt. I'm buying pots. I'm learning how to put seeds in dirt and make these different things. Hey, I got locks now. I'm tired of wearing wigs. I'm tired of wearing weaves. I'm tired of wearing ponytails. I'm tired of box braids. I'm tired of cornrows. Follow my lock journey. Then that came on YouTube. Then it became the Wine and FaceTime. That was on YouTube, So for me, I just felt like I was on too many social media platforms posting the same exact content. It just made no sense to me. I'm like, okay, if I'm going to be on YouTube and I want to have my followers follow me there to give subscriptions, I need to do something totally different on YouTube than what I'm doing on these other platforms. Now, mind you, I've just exclusively made Wine and FaceTime a YouTube thing only, but there's still like little posts, new YouTube drop, or catch Wine and FaceTime at 8, but I'm definitely trying to take that all the way to YouTube exclusively, to make it something different. People may not know, hey, she got family problems. Hey, she's insecure sometimes. Hey, she did her locks this time. Hey, she know about nature. Hey, she knows how to make this. Hey, she can cook that. Hey, she shops at the farm market. Hey, she's in Trader Joe's. People may not see all of that from Facebook and Instagram. They just see the pretty pictures, the before and afters, or they see me in the gym running, or they see me working out with a client. They don't see all the real small details, So For me, that's what my YouTube channel is going to be about. More in depth me, more emotional me, spiritual me. Not just exercise and diet and stuff like that. And I think YouTube is the best place to have it. Whether it takes forever for me to get subscriptions, it doesn't matter at this point because I'm really passionate about what I'm doing because I'm growing and learning so much throughout this entire journey. And it's good sometimes, it's bad sometimes, it's frustrating sometimes, it's sad sometimes, but it's all a lesson. So I definitely have some more comments in the chat. So I see at 8:42, it says, trust me, I see other women get on YouTube and have 1,000 subscribers after only a few months. I don't understand the algorithm. Yeah. If we let it get in our head too much, it definitely will stress us out. Jose, Uncommon Sense for Jose Negron says, maybe as a topic discussion, what it takes to grow a channel. That's good. That's definitely a good topic, for sure. I think that's gonna be something probably for you as well. That sounds like a good topic for you since your topics are all about, various things. I feel like your topics are about, we talk about COVID, we talk about interviewing panel guests, we talk about the weather, we talk about political issues, like the mandates and stuff like that. So we have like a wider variety of topics you talk about. So I think that would definitely fit better with you. But hey, I can probably throw a twist on that and use that topic as well. Thank you. I'm definitely keep that in mind. And Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron also says we all need to find what is our niche. Very, very true. Sometimes you don't know, like a late bloomer, until the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Sometimes from birth. Luckily, if you are that person. And sometimes, it takes the environment or an experience to say, hey, I like that. I want to know more about that. I should be doing that. So for all of us, it's something different. Another comment from Sutton Satin. She says, just trying to keep up with all these different social media platforms is exhausting. Absolutely. Jose and Sutton Satin, how many social media platforms are you guys operating on daily? For me, I just got rid of 2. I just deleted WhatsApp and Snapchat because I'm like, I don't need them. And Clubhouse, I deleted Clubhouse and Twitter. So it's Twitter, Clubhouse, Snapchat, and WhatsApp. I deleted those 4 because I'm like, I can't keep up. It's just too much to post everywhere. I just can't. Although there's apps that will post for you on a scheduled time, I don't have time for all of that because every app that's like that doesn't include every platform you may have. So you may still have to do some individual posting yourself. Thank you for all the engagement tonight, guys. You guys are rocking. Like, you guys got my brain thinking. I'm learning. I got my little handy dandy notebook here. Like, you guys are on point. I really appreciate y'all. Like, you guys feel like family. It's really, really true. You guys feel like family right now. I have another comment in the chat from Uncommon Sense with Jose Negron. There's a way through StreamYard where you can post content up to 3 forms of social media at the same time. Really? You don't say. I've never knew that. Okay, see, learn every day, Jose. You better not start. You won't have to be making money off me. Matter of fact, Jose, at this point in the game, you can be charging people for how to make your YouTube channel pop. Because you've been educating me. You go, boy. Sutton Satin says she has YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. So I had just posted a question. How many social media platforms are you on? And it's exhausting, right? To use all those platforms, right? What I'm learning for me, if you're gonna have all these platforms in social media and you're gonna post on them regularly, I think it'll be a good idea to say what best feature each platform has and what you can get out of it. So for me, I love TikTok right now. And I love TikTok right now because I love the way you can create short videos. I love all the filters and the voiceovers and the animations you can do and how you can remix stuff. Like, I feel like it's most innovative and it's most catchy. All the kids are on it. You can do exercise and diet. You can do a real quick short video and post a lot in a short video in a creative, mesmerizing way. I love TikTok. I've been using TikTok now, honestly, for all of my posts. TikTok is the first app I'm using when I'm gonna post a wanted FaceTime or a morning motivation. That is my first app to use. And then I'm forwarding my posts from there to the rest of my platforms. Because I can add music, I can add highlights, I can make my videos go upside down, I can make them go inside out, I can make them freeze, they can become fire, they can become reflections, I can add sparkles and glitter in it, and I can put words in at the same time, and I still keep the TikTok logo, and it's just really easy too. It's super easy. Definitely play with it and explore TikTok. Yes, my TikTok handle says something. Let me see. I don't be on TikTok a lot of my handles. Let me see what it says. I'm sorry, but I love TikTok. Love, love, love. TikTok, I want to do a chat. I get more views and subscriptions on TikTok than any other platform. I get like 2,500 likes and stuff sometimes. Um, my TikTok is at KFITNOW, so I'll put it in the chat. And Jose says the social media platforms he has are Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Oh, you got it good, Jose. You only got 3 to worry about, so you go. That is really, really good. And hopefully you can keep it there too, because the more you get, the more stressed out you're gonna get. Because there'll be so much new features changing and updates changing. It can become a lot. Yeah, like definitely check out TikTok, Jose, if you want anything more. I think it'll be good for you to do like promotions for your guests, your interviewing. You can do like a cool video post of your intros, your outros, little special thing for your guests you're interviewing. They have a lot of filters and green screen effects, a lot of different variety of music you can add without getting blocked or banned. But I love TikTok. I feel like Snapchat I wasn't using it because it's more like everything disappears in 24 hours. I don't have the same followers I have on other platforms. It was no reason for it. Twitter, I don't tweet a lot. I do a lot of live videos and I post a lot of videos talking. So what I need to tweet for. WhatsApp, I just had it because my union had me in several different group chats, but I wasn't even keeping up with all the messages in all the group chats, so I got rid of that. Um, and Snapchat, yeah, it was just like, all right, everything disappeared. So yeah. So now I'm just left with Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, I think. Yeah. That sounds about right. Not you're right, because you're always sending me a DM on Instagram saying your new streams and who's coming. Yay! Thank you, Says and Satin. She says, comments, I just followed you on TikTok. You have 59 followers now. Woohoo! You know what the funny thing is? I don't even care about my followers on TikTok because I love the app so much. Like on here, I'm like, oh my god, I need more subscriptions. On Instagram, Facebook, why do I got enough subscriptions? When it comes to TikTok, I'm like, I just enjoy the app. I can play with TikTok for like hours. There's so many cool workout videos, quick meal videos, diet videos, DIY videos, FYP videos, and it's so catchy. It's not hard to learn how to use all of these things. Oh, you use Twitter? Okay, Jose. I had an OnlyFans account and Twitter was using OnlyFans, so I had it for that purpose. I like to tweet too, but honestly speaking, I feel like in 2022 we're all in our phones so much that we're in our phones in the streets, walking, crossing the streets, on the subways. Like we're in our phones way, way too much nowadays. I feel like I'm definitely in my phone too much. Like I even look at the time I spend on social media sometimes. It's crazy because I'm just checking to see who's looking at what or who said what or who commented on what. Did I get a new follower? Did someone leave me? Like it could be a lot. Now that's just for one app. I still got the other apps to do the same thing for. Did my post come out right? Did I spell everything right? It's a lot of work. Yeah, but I feel like Twitter is a great app where you don't have like to do too much. You just writing posts, write posts. You can put pictures and everything up, but I feel like there's not too many complicated features. Facebook, there's just so much going on. There's a marketplace. You can sell clothes, food. You do video calls, segment. You can send money. You can send flowers. It's just too much going on. Like I honestly get on Facebook to post my receiver and get off. I don't look at my notifications. I got like 100 notifications. I don't even look at them because it's just too much. It's like every time you turn around, there's a new way how to do something, a new feature. The last time you did something, it's a whole way to do it the next time. Oh, I'm sad. Definitely time to sip. Jose has two more comments. He says, I use Twitter because I use it to share material, and I did a stream on Are We Did to social media on my channel. Yeah, I think I saw that. I think I had did one similar to that around the time you did yours. So I definitely remember that. And hell yeah, we're addicted to social media. I know I definitely was, and definitely feel like I need a social media break from a month ago. But I don't know how to take a social media break without keeping my content consistent because you can't. You either just not posting or I get someone to do it for me. I don't know, but I think we definitely are on social media too much. It just sucks you in, whether it's the ratchet videos you're watching, or the murder videos you're watching, or the silly videos you're watching, or the educational videos. Once you log on your phone, you get caught up into like 7 to 8 videos without realizing how much time has went by. There's been time like, oh my God, did I eat? I gotta go to the bathroom. I gotta take a shower. And I'm just in my phone, just scrolling. Like, it's the matrix. It really catches you sometimes. Like, then you realize, oh my God, I gotta take a shower. I gotta cook. I gotta clean. I gotta do homework. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. Social media is the devil sometimes, I think. Depending on how you use it, it could be the devil. I'm definitely not on social media, just to be soliciting or anything like that, or no for scandalous reasons. So everyone's on social media for different reasons. Some people love just the craziness. Like, I have a follower that all they post is just a fight in the BBQs, or a fight in Chuck E. Cheese, or a southern fight where girls got their titties popping out. Like, there's always some kind of ratchetness. Someone's in a Walmart getting arrested. Like, and those videos get so many views. Hardly no real pictures of them, but the ratchet content they post gets so many views. Like, the videos automatically get like hundreds to thousands of views in one day. Meanwhile, me talking about my little meatless diet, or my little hair journey, or makeup journey, or our mistakes low key lessons, don't get that kind of initiative. But we all know what these social media platforms are doing. They want to keep us in a negativity of things, or you're in the stream of teaching and education, and you're doing positive things. So unfortunately, the negative outweighs the good sometimes, and more people get more traction over negative trash. But yeah, people love trash. It's just crazy. Like, if I was, popping my booty, or and had some a little t-shirt on, then my Instagram probably would have blew up. It probably would have exploded already. But because, I may look like that sometimes, but I'm not up here like that sometimes at all. It's like, oh, well, she looked pretty fully dressed to me. She ain't saying that I want to hear. Nice. Very, very nice. I want to catch the one on Denise. They're really long. They're like an hour plus. So I gotta definitely catch them when I got the time quiet in the house. I'm away where I can listen to it uninterrupted. Because if I'm in the house, I'm gonna start to cook, clean, do something. I'm be distracted. But I'm outside the house, I have more of a chance of watching the video directly. That's just the weird truth of it. But that's really good. I definitely see too. Like, my last video got 35 likes, but I didn't want it to get 35 likes because it was with you and my aunt. I didn't want that to get 35 likes, but whatever. Matter of fact, it got 35 views, not likes. Sorry, let me clear that up. Views, not likes. But sometimes people are just viewing and they're not liking. They'll watch the whole day, they won't like it just because they're hating. That's the weird thing about it too. Like, people will just not like your video just to be a hater, just to say, I'm not gonna be that one to give you 100 more. They just don't want to be that one to give you one more like. That's so crazy. But thank you guys for checking in with me. It's actually 9 o'clock, and I did the full hour. I thought it was gonna be a short video. It ended up being a really long video, so that was super duper cool. Tonight we just discussed, our mistakes, low key lessons, and I think we all agreed that mistakes are low key lessons, and we definitely should learn from them and not keep repeating them, and not be hard on ourselves about them when we make these mistakes, and learn that they're part of the process. And we also learned that it'll take time to get subscriptions on YouTube, and people love ratchetness on YouTube, and we can't control people, but we control us. And we gotta make better decisions in life, especially when we're in environments that we can't control. And we gotta just stay positive. And with all of that, thank you so much, Leslie Satin, Uncommon for Jose Negron. Definitely appreciate you guys all the time. Definitely giving me kudos, appreciation, flowers, whatever you want to call it. And if you guys are ever interested in appearing on my platform with Sir Charles Carey, what's your come story, please let me know. I would love to interview you both on Common Sense with Jose Negron and Such and Satin. I think you said you may be game for it. Definitely let me know. We air it every Thursday at 7 p.m. It's an hour show. We interview entrepreneurs, people who have successfully made it, found their niche, and they've jumped in it, dwelled in it, blessed in it, loved in it. And we interview those people to motivate people like me and Such and Satin on Common Sense with Jose Negron to say you can do it too. So thank you guys for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe to my channel if you're still out there watching with me. Really, really appreciate you as always. And take care until next Saturday. So if you follow me on social media, you'll definitely see another post for next week's topic of discussion. And Jose, I may take you up on your offer about the new topic discussion thing. But I think all entrepreneurs and creators are definitely always finding that as a stump of, well, what can I talk about without it being too negative or pissing someone off, But appreciate you guys. Have a safe weekend. Take care. Peace out, y'all. Good night. I didn't drink that much for obvious reasons. Cheers.